Live inside Chase Field, we're getting ready for baseball from the desert. Today, a contest from the NL West division between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. So stepping in is Donovan Solano, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
San Francisco, the second baseman.
Hit hard down the left field line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bumgarner into his motion. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCarthy is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second.
Now one down with the bases empty, and into bat next, former National League MVP Kris Bryant. Hit in the air down the left field line. Peralta's under it, and he hauls it down in the corner. Two down, no one on base, and now stepping in is Mike Yastrzemski. First offering on its way. This is pulled into right. Calhoun is there, and they go down in a hurry here. Stepping up is Josh Rojas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Diamondbacks, the shortstop.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Lifetime in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. 1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. 1-1, here it comes. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Ooh, and I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And he'll take a look at ball one.
1-0.
One out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Webb has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
That is third.
Now at the plate here is Cole Calhoun, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
Slater gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He's just 1 for 6. Into the corner and slicing foul. Longoria just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. High in the air out to center field. McCarthy is right there, 1 down. So here is Brandon Belt. First pitch of the AB now. Now here's a swing by Belt, and he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run here for Brandon Belt as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Grounded down the third baseline. A foul ball here, 0-1. Posey, playing here in his age 34 season, he was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, man, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Peralta's after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now to the plate, Brandon Crawford. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. Right side, but it's well fouled. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Calhoun to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. But bye-bye, baby. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. Onto the bottom. Last half of the second set to go. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, David Peralta. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. And that misses. 2-1. Three and one to the Diamondbacks left fielder. The 3-1. Hit down the third baseline. Another full count pitch home. Oh, and he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Striding in is Pavin Smith. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty, one man out. One ball and one strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting fifth.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Grounder down the line at third. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Line to the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you're too quick out, D-roll, then give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. And now the Giants pitcher, Logan Webb, 9-1-2 due up. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
The batter number 7, second baseman.
At the plate, Donovan Solano. Now a high fly ball headed for the corner in left. It has the distance. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifted into the air out towards center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So the next to bat will be Chris Bryant. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, it'll be Josh Van Meter. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Now at the plate is Madison Bumgarner.
Madison.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher.
1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
This is foul right side. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. And it's fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Stepping in once again is Josh Rojas. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. All set for the start of the inning, and now stepping in is Mike Yastrzemski.
San Francisco, the right fielder, number 5.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCarthy is there, and he has it for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Loud contact for Longoria, and a ball carrying well to left field. And it's gone! A solo shot for Evan Longoria as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Number 9.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Peralta. He gets there, and that's the second out. So 2 away for the Giants here in the fourth. And that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. McCarthy is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. Leading off the inning, it'll be Ketel Marte, and they could use a spark from him here.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Cole Calhoun becomes out number 2 this inning. Now here's the first offering. David Peralta is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here in the side. Digging in will be Austin Slater. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. High in the air out to center field. McCarthy is right there, 1 down. No one on with 1 down, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford. One yanked just foul. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Calhoun looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Giants have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Standing in now, Logan Webb. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. And that will become out number 2. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Donovan Solano, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. Peralta gets And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney. That brings up Pavin Smith. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Smith stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
A little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another one sent foul. Now another 2-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Carson Kelly is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And stepping in, Jake McCarthy.
The center fielder.
Now the pitch.
Jake McCarthy.
0-1.
And he lays off for ball one. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. One strike away.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5 innings. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Out in front of it, strike one. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. He's lined out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. Ripped on the ground to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Up next is John. The third baseman.
Stepping in now, Evan Longoria. Grounded down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Brandon Belt will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game. If this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it here today for Madison Bumgarner. Gone after 5 1/3 here as he never really found his groove in this one. Calhoun is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Next it'll be Austin Slater. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Giants 6 and the Diamondbacks nothing. That'll bring up Josh Van Meter. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Well, now the skipper decides to bring the corners in here. Let's see if it pays off. The 0-2 once more.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
The next 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The next 0-2. Fouled away. Here's another 0-2. Oh, he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Christian Walker steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with one gone in the inning. To the left side, but it's well fouled. One out, nobody on. Fouled off. Got it. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Josh Rojas. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the... Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi, Caleb Smith enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Pulled toward right center field. McCarthy is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in next, Logan Webb. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
High in the air out to center field. McCarthy is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Next, it'll be Donovan Solano. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. 2-out base hit. That'll bring Chris Bryant to the plate this inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend it inning and give a guy...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run as they've widened this lead to 8 now. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty, it's scorching out right now, and they always say when the weather gets hot, the ball starts traveling. Dan, what's your take?
That's exactly what happens, D-Road. Come out of spring training in a lot of the places. It's a little damp, it's a little cold. When it starts to heat up.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that just misses the pool as it's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Giants 8. And now, Ketel Marte. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First pitch of the AB on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford's got it. And that's out number 1. 1 gone down the Arizona 7th, and that will bring in the left-handed hitting outfielder Cole Calhoun, and it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Slater will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, David Peralta. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. The windup and the 0-1. Looked like the sinker there, dipped a little below the knees. Skied down the left field line. And it's a foul ball.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line in right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair. A home run.
What a great feeling right there.
Now here's the Giant skipper making his way out toward the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Haven Smith stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Hit well again. Down the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. Smith takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Carson Kelly stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he falls behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Brandon Belt coming to the plate again as we look back at his 2 home runs in the game so far. The most recent back in the 6th inning. But this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Here's the first pitch. high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next to hit, Austin Slater. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And standing in the rookie outfielder, Jake McCarthy. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Solano onto the grass. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Now the pitch. Josh Van Meter comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2.
2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Josh Van Meter is sent packing for the third time today. Henry Ramos is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Taylor Clark comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Lamont Wade will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away.
Number 31.
And he fouls this one off. Wade, a 27-year-old. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 7.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Donovan Solano. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. Calhoun coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. So now to the plate, Chris Bryant, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peralta will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Jake McGee, the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 17.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Josh Rojas. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. First offering on its way. Ketel Marte comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. His individual history against Jake McGee, he's 1 for 2. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Slater looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. To the plate now, Cole Calhoun. He'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
2-1
Well,
to count.
as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, the ball flying out at near record pace.
Grounded softly to the right. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, David Peralta. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
Well-executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for the...
Bryant is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-3 is today's final. San Francisco took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Logan Webb pitches well enough to get the W. Madison Bumgarner permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wachtey, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base.